Life, you got me weak.
Life's a gamble, cars in the air. Stack decks cheating, but nobody cares. You hustle or fold, that's the game we play. The dealer's blind to the price we pay. Life's a gamble, a hot topic today. Roll the dice, but the odds never sway. Talk about it, fight about it, find a way. Life's a gamble every single day. Politicians lie while the streets stay raw. Laws get written, but who writes the law? Rich stay climbing, poor dig deep. Dreams so cheap while the shadows creep. Hey, money is power, so they say. But what's the cost when your soul's in play? Life's a gamble, a hot topic today. Roll the dice, but the odds never sway. Talk about it, fight about it, find a way. Life's a gamble every single day. What will you do when the stakes rise high? When the truth's a whisper and the world's a lie. Better know your line, what you won't cross. A win's no win when your soul is lost. Yeah. I'm D in the plug. Yeah. Tune in the day and the word to the wise. If you don't know what you will do for money, you better know what you want to do for it. You better know what you want to do for it. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? I'm sending out some notifications. Y'all give me just a second. Give me just a second. Just a second, y'all. I'll be right with y'all. I ain't gonna keep y'all waiting too long sending out these notifications. And we about to get into it, you dig? Yes, sir. Promise I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I'm glad y'all joining tonight though. This might be an interesting topic, y'all. I think it is gonna be an interesting topic. Hell yeah. We about to get it in tonight. I know everybody can relate to this. Everybody can relate to this. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good, everybody? I'm glad y'all tuning in on this Friday night. Y'all could be doing anything in the world, but I'm glad y'all tuned in with DM the Plug. Thanks for staying plugged in with me, y'all. All my true supporters, everybody who been rocking with me from day one. I appreciate y'all. Much respect. I hope y'all continue to do so. Y'all, I think we might have a good topic tonight, y'all. We might go in tonight cause everybody, or pretty much everybody done can relate to this right here, y'all. I had to send out some notifications. As y'all come in, if y'all haven't done so already, please go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please go subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right. Y'all, I'm gonna do something different tonight, y'all. I'm gonna do it. Somebody always calling me once I go live. I'm gonna do a little something different tonight, y'all. What I'm about to do, I'm about to put a poll up. Y'all. So y'all just bear with me. This poll gonna show up on y'all screen if y'all watching on YouTube, so everybody can vote. Everybody can vote. You dig? Yeah, we gotta get this poll going. Y'all bear with your boy. This poll gonna be in y'all in the comment section. Let's see. Let me put this in here. Let me type this in this poll. Y'all gonna see it pop up in a few minutes. Bear with me. All right, all right, all right. Thanks for joining. Who was that just joined? All right, I got the poll up. All right, let's see. Start it up. Let me know if y'all can see that poll on y'all screen. Let me know if y'all can see that poll. Can y'all see that poll? Let me know. Somebody say yes or no. I want to make sure my chat section working. Somebody comment something in the chat section. All right, well, I'm assuming y'all see it, but y'all can vote. It's right. It should be right there in the comment section, so y'all can vote on that. All right. So let's get right into it, y'all. Okay, you can see it. All right, bet. Cool. I guess I got a delay then. All right, as long as y'all can see it, we good to go. We good to go. All right, y'all, so before the call start, y'all drop y'all vote in the comment section. I want to see where this room stand, y'all, before we start arguing. Y'all see what the topic is tonight? So tonight's topic might end some friendships, y'all. I'm warning y'all right now. So y'all call in on y'all own risk. Because this one might get personal fast. So here's the question, and I need everybody who's watching to really think about this before you comment. If your friend, somebody that you trust, somebody that you've known for years, somebody that you call brother, your sister, your day one, if that person knew your partner was cheating on you and didn't tell you, would that consider them to be fake? I'm not really asking if they're a bad friend. I'm just simply asking, are they fake? Is that silence by them not telling you, is that some type of betrayal? Or is it more complicated than that? Before I go on, I'm gonna share a little story because this thing can get a little tricky. There was one time I was in this particular place and this guy came in and he had just walked in talking about a young lady that he was with. So he got to talking, rumbling with his mouth. And it was actually my homeboy girl. I thought I was doing the right thing by telling him. But before I told him, bruh, whatever you say to this girl, do not tell her that I told you. Because him and her, they used to hang out at my house, so we all had a friendship, you know what I'm saying? I was cool with her, I was cool with him. So I told him not to tell her that I told him, because I didn't want to ruin that, friendship with her. And I be damned. Soon as I left and told him, it wasn't even 5 minutes later, I went to his house because he stayed right around the block from where I was. I went around there and told him. By the time I got to the spot where I was, where the guy was running his mouth, he had already told her that I said it. So she called the guy who she was with. He asked me about it. And I told him straight up, that's my homeboy. That's my homeboy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. So me and him got into it. We didn't throw no hands at each other. It didn't get that serious or whatever. But that kind of made me think and pause before I do things like that. Because I simply asked that man not to say my name, not to tell her that I did it. And he did it anyway. So that could have put me in a situation. Me and this man could have got the tussling or whatever. But it is what it is. I'm not telling anybody else what to do. I think you probably should if you consider yourself a friend. I done seen some strange shit in this world. I done seen where females were getting whooped by a guy. I'm talking about like a Rodney King type whooping. And then you had this guy to come out there and help her, defend her honor. And keep in mind, I said a Rodney King ass whooping. But instead of her showing her appreciation, she tried to help the dude who was whooping her ass fight the guy who was defending her. So it's kind of tricky out here, y'all. You gotta be careful. You gotta make the wise decision. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if your friend is somebody you trust, I'm sorry. Because if anybody who's watching this conversation online, it's gonna be some people split. Half of the people gonna say, if they knew and didn't tell me, they were never my friend. The other half is gonna say it's not that simple. And maybe they were scared. Or maybe they didn't have the proof. Or maybe they just simply didn't want to be the one who blew up the relationship. So tonight we're gonna settle this, y'all. Y'all call in. The comments are open. Let's get it. Y'all feel free to call in. If anybody's went through anything like this, y'all feel free to call in. The number is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Let me make sure I did put the number up there. Yeah, it's up there. Let me make sure. I think I got it up there. Yeah, y'all see the number 769-759-8933. 769-759-8933. Y'all can blow those lines up whenever y'all get ready. So I'm gonna start with the side that says, yes, they're fake. I'm gonna start with that side. The ones who would say they're fake for not telling you. And I'll be honest, this is the side that I pretty much lean on myself. But let me make the argument first. If somebody's your real friend, their job is to protect you, not coddle you, not to keep you comfortable, but to protect you. And protecting you sometimes means telling you something that's going to hurt you. That's what real friends do. Because by staying silent, they choose your partner's secret over your right to know. I'm gonna say that again. They choosing your partner's secret over your right to know. And let me be real about something. Don't forget, y'all call in when y'all want. Let me be real about something. A lot of times friends don't tell because they're not trying to protect you. They trying to protect themselves. They don't want to be the messenger. They don't want to be the drama. They don't want you to get mad at them. So they let you walk around looking stupid while everybody else knows what's going on. And that's not loyalty, people. That's not loyalty. That's cowardice. Dressed up as, I don't want to be involved. But you're already involved if you saw it. If you saw it, you're already involved. If you know it, you are already involved. The moment you knew and didn't say anything, you chose a side. And the side that you chose wasn't on your friend's side. But of course, y'all, I do have to play the devil's advocate because I do want to be fair in this conversation. I do want to be fair. Somebody call in and argue with me on this because I know somebody disagrees. I know somebody disagrees. And I am going to play the devil's advocate. So I gotta flip it on the other side. Let me go to the comments real quick, make sure I ain't missing nothing. Yeah, it can be complicated. Very complicated. Anyway, so here's the other side. What if your friend don't have proof? What if they just saw something that looked wrong, but they wasn't sure about it? Your partner was at a restaurant with somebody. Could be a coworker. Could be a cousin. Could be nothing. And your friend's supposed to come to you and say, hey, I think your partner might be cheating. Based on a maybe. Now your friend done told you that. I got a caller. Yo, thanks for calling. Tell the people where you calling from.
What's good? I'm calling from the Bird.
From the Bird?
Yeah.
All right, let us hear it. What you think about this? Did you vote? Did you see the poll?
I did vote. I voted.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, so I'm gonna be my other friend because he about to call. So but I'm gonna just say this from being on both ends. It is. I don't think it makes a person fake or not fake. That is a very tricky situation because I've been in it. And I try to see it from everybody's point of view. I'm going to just say what I would do, and then I'm going to just say how I felt to make all this real short so somebody else can call. But being that I was in it, in that same situation, somebody that was very close to me knew, and family and friends knew, everybody knew, but nobody put me in a position to know. And I would have rather them put me in a position to know, even if it didn't come out their mouth themselves, because that's what I would do. Mm-hmm. If I knew that about my friend, I wouldn't just tell them. I'm being honest, because you never know how somebody's going to perceive something. But if I knew for an absolute fact, not speculation, I'm talking about like I know that that's going down, hands down, I would do my part as a friend to find out how I could put her in a position to see it for herself. Mm-hmm. And then I ain't got to tell her. Ain't nobody got to have their hands dirty in that. Ain't nobody got to be, you know what I'm saying? Ain't got to be, because sometimes love is a crazy thing. I could tell her, and she could trust me. And deep down, she would probably believe it. But it's something about, I didn't see it from my own eyes. And some people cling to their vows, especially if it's a marriage. Mm-hmm. And they say, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. So if my friend coming to me telling me things about my husband, and I didn't see it for myself, and my husband is denying it, that's a tricky situation because deep down you know that friend will lie. But guess what? In this day and age, you don't fucking really know what
true.
people will do.
That's
you
true.
see what I'm saying? So what position do that put you in? Your friend saying, "Oh, she dumb. She don't believe nothing nobody say." But guess what? In this day and age, what is your motive? You got to look at every angle. See, I'm gonna look at every angle. What was your intentions on telling me this? You know what I mean? Like, why is she telling me? And if I believe you and my husband swearing it ain't true, and then later on down the line I found out my husband was true, but I believe somebody on the outside, because if you're gonna go by Bible say you ain't supposed to do that. I'm just being for real. So you know what I'm saying? Am I supposed to take somebody else's word over with my husband? Put other people in your affairs. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm your wife. My husband came and told me something, and somebody else told me something. Am I really supposed to put somebody else's word over him? Because at the end of the day, you don't know the outside people's intention. I don't give a damn. I got friends that done turned foes that I would have never thought would have done that. So nowadays, you don't never know what nobody's intentions are. People, the same people you think love you so damn much, be secretly not loving you. So it's hard to tell, is all I'm saying. But if you're a real friend and you want them to know, put them in a position to see it for themselves. It ain't that hard. If you caught it, she can catch it.
Right.
So if you already done peeped the scenario, you know, oh, he be going here and here with the bitch here on this day and that day. Hey, girl, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, go get you drinks. You know, put her in a position to see it for herself. Because her own eyes ain't gonna lie to her.
I can dig it.
And then she ain't got to question if it's true or not. I would rather somebody. That's why when I said when it happened to me, my friends, it wasn't so much that y'all didn't tell me. It was that you didn't even put me in a position to know. And it would have been really easy for y'all to put me in a position to know, especially since y'all knew the routine of what was going on. You could have just been with me in the same place at the same time and let me saw it for myself. But instead, you hid it. Now, that's fake. You didn't attempt to even put me in a position to see it either.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't so much that you didn't tell me.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at the votes in a few minutes and see what my vote's looking like. Well, anything else you want to say? I think I probably have some more callers. You said somebody you know want to call in?
Yeah. You up, buddy?
All right.
He calling.
All right. I appreciate you calling in. Good points. Like I said, this can be tricky, y'all. It can be tricky. Sometimes you go running your mouth, and it don't even be that. It don't be what you think it is. Now you done got yourself in the middle of something. You probably done broke up a whole marriage. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta be careful. All right, caller, I'm waiting on you. Before I start rambling again. Well, until he or she call in, I guess I'm gonna continue to being the devil's advocate. Now, where I lost, I think I was talking about, I flipped it. I flipped the script. Yeah, I flipped the script. So what if somebody saw y'all out at a restaurant or something, and you probably with a coworker, it could be your cousin, and they think your partner cheating on you based on a maybe. So now that your friend done told you and you go confront your partner, and it turns out that it was nothing, and now you're mad at your friend for starting drama. Of course, we want our friends to tell us, but what if they tell you something off of a maybe, or what it could have been, or what it looked like? Are you gonna fall out with your friend then? Are you gonna still respect them for being a friend after they done fucked some shit up? Excuse my language. Cause now you got the friend looking like a hater. The friend is looking like a hater now. Now the friend look like he or she trying to break up the relationship. I've seen this happen before. I've seen it happen. Friends speak up, couple stay together, and now the friend is the enemy. And that's a tough situation. I'm gonna say that again. The friend speak up, the couple stays together, and now the friend is the enemy because they looking like a hater. So some people have patterns. Some people have patterns. Your friend tell you the truth, you get mad at the friend. And you stay with the cheater. And now the friend get cut off. So now are people supposed to keep speaking up just to get punished? I'm gonna give you another angle. What if, this is another angle, y'all. What if the friend did try to tell you indirectly and you didn't listen? What if they walked up to you and said, hey, I don't trust them, or something feels off, and you kind of brush it off? Because a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. Got a caller, y'all. Yo, thanks for calling. Tell the people where you calling from.
Man, hey, this nigga.
I'm listening.
Man, like, see, this goes out, like, man, you speaking some real shit though,
I appreciate it, bro.
But see, goddamn it, like, man.
Let me hear it.
That's what I'm talking about. Man, some females are right. But sometimes they wrong though.
You say what now?
I appreciate it, bro.
Hello?
And I'm calling from Laura, Mississippi.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Loud and clear.
All right, let me hear it.
And some females are wrong though, because they need their man. Like. You said what now?
I don't know if you're breaking up or not saying that. I can't hear you.
Vistaprint is where your ideas become can't-miss signage that makes people stop.
I guess we
look,
lost the
and
caller,
shop.
y'all. We lost the caller. I don't know what was going on. Maybe we lost connection or something. Anyway. Yeah, a lot of people don't be wanting to hear the truth, y'all. A lot of times people be wanting friends to co-sign with their decisions. Or their delusion. Delusion. They want people who say, your partner would never. Even when your friends see the writing on the wall. Oh, I forgot to tell you, caller, if you calling, you probably need to get off the live. That's probably what the situation was. You probably had to get off the live to make the phone call. So is this friend fake, y'all? Is this friend fake? Or did you create an environment where the truth wasn't welcomed? But here's where it gets really messy. And this is why I want some more callers, if anybody listening. Because this is the scenario that splits people down the middle. What if your friend also had friends with your partner? What if your friends is also friends with your partner? What if they're in the same circle? And what if telling you breaks up the whole friend group? What if them telling you means that they lose somebody else? I mean, lose somebody too. Like the story that I gave y'all in my situation. Because now it's not just about you and your partner no more. It's about loyalty on both sides. If your partner cool with you, I mean, if the person who's sinning and cheating is cool with you and your partner, it's impossible for that loyalty to go on both sides. So now your friend is caught up between two people that they care about. One is being betrayed and the other one is doing betraying. And no matter what they do, somebody's getting hurt. Somebody's getting hurt, regardless. As y'all come in, subscribe to that YouTube channel. I'm not calling them back. This is a talk show. You don't call nobody, they call you. What are you talking about, calling them back? I'm working, I ain't got time to call nobody. So, do they tell you and betray the other partner? Partner's trust? Or do they stay quiet and betray your trust? And before y'all answer, think about this. What if the roles were reversed? What if you were the one who saw something about your friend's partner? Would you tell them? Be honest. I'm not talking about the version of yourself you present online. I'm talking about the real you. Would you tell your friend that their partner's cheating? Knowing that it might destroy your friendship. Knowing they may not believe you. Knowing they may stay with the cheater and cut you off. See how tricky this shit is? This is a hard question. And that's why this conversation is never simple. You good, bro, you good. But here's where I land, y'all. And you can call in again if you like. But this is where I land, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. If it comes down to this, if you saw something and said nothing, not a hint, not a damn heads up, if you don't even say, hey, you might want to pay attention to what's going on. If you saw it and you buried it and you made a choice, and you made that choice not to protect your friend, that choice was to protect yourself from the discomfort of being honest. Y'all follow me now, follow me now. I try to think logically, and I try to look at everything from every angle. And I get it, y'all, I get it. Being the one who tells is hard. Being the one who tells is hard. Even when you talk about the snitching and in the streets, about the snitching and stuff like that. I mean, is that a snitch? Would that be considered snitching? Probably not, because that's not sending nobody to jail. But it is telling, though. It is telling now. It is a tattletale. But I get it. Telling is hard. It's uncomfortable. It can sometimes cost you your friendship. And it can cause some drama too. But y'all want to know something that's worse? Watching your friend get played and humiliated. And finding out later that you knew the whole time. Because now they not just dealing with the betrayal from their partner. They dealing with the betrayal from you also. So that's double betrayal. Double betrayal. And that can end friendships permanently. Because here's the thing about finding out that somebody, you know, and they didn't say anything. It ain't just what they didn't tell you. It's that every time y'all hang out after that fact, every time they look in your eye and ask you, how are things going? They already know the answer is bad. They already know that your relationship was a lie. But they smiled in your face anyway. That's where it hurt the most, not the information. It ain't even the performance. It's the fact that they knew and acted normal. That's what make people say you were never my friend. So here's where I'm at, y'all. And I want to hear from y'all. If your friend knew and didn't tell you, I think they failed you as a friend. Yeah, I think they failed you as a friend. I'm not saying they're an evil person. I'm not even saying they're an enemy. But they did fail you as a friend. Real friends ain't gonna let you walk in traffic. Real friends ain't gonna let you get played and keep their mouth closed because they scared of the conversation. But I also think the person who cheated is the one who betrayed you. Not your friend, your partner. The one you lay with every night. The friend probably made a mistake. But the partner made a choice. The friend made a mistake, but your man or your woman made a choice. So you can't lose sight of who the real enemy is in the situation. And if you're the friend, and you watching this right now, and you know something about somebody's relationship, you probably want to tell them. Yeah, it's hard, y'all. It's hard. I know it's hard. It's hard. And it might cost you. I even said in the beginning of this video, the little story that I had. But I ain't gonna lie to you now. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's all about if I think they would tell me. If I don't think they would tell me, I ain't telling you shit. I'm gonna just keep it real. If I think you my round, I'll tell you. Depending on what type of relationship we have. But being silent is a choice. And being silent can have consequences. Call in right now, y'all. The number's on the screen. I want to hear from people who's been on both sides. The friends who didn't tell and the person who found out later. The person who told and got cut off, all of it. The comments are open. Let's argue. Because this is one of those topics where everybody thinks they're right until it happened to them. And when it happened to you, that's when you find out what you really believe. So the lines are open. Anybody else want to call? Before I conclude this video, and I do appreciate y'all engaging. I'm reading the comments. I see y'all. This woman said she told her mom and she put her out the next damn day. Yeah, it's tricky, man. Yeah, it's tricky. It can ruin relationships. I done seen it over and over and over again. I think if I was to walk into a hotel and I might see one of my partner's girl in the hotel with another guy, before she see me, the best thing for me to do is just turn my damn head and act like I ain't seen nothing. Because if I go back and tell my homeboy and come to find out that that was her cousin, I know how some guys are. They'll think I'm hating. They'll probably think I want their woman or something. And I'm trying to hate. I'm trying to break them up. And I don't never want to be put in that situation for nobody to think that. And if you can't believe me, or you can't take in consider the fact that I was trying to help you instead. If the first thing that you think about is me hating and probably wanting your woman instead of me having consideration for you as a partner or a friend, then I don't need to be around you anyways. Because most people know my character. If I tell you, it's going to be off of the strength of our friendship. But yeah, best thing for me to do is just turn my head. But check this out, y'all. The betrayal, it's always the betrayal that hurts the most. All right, y'all. Good topic. I was expecting more engagement from other people tonight, but it is Friday night. Ain't no telling what everybody doing. But listen, though, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all continue to do so. We're going to keep this thing going. We're going to come up with some more hot topics. And with that being said, y'all, it's been fun. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for engaging. Y'all have a blessed night. Be safe out here in this wild and crazy world, all right?